Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm super excited today. We are going to be doing kind of like a drugstore haul slash tutorial. So I'm going to compile basically all the cool stuff I got at the drugstore. A lot of it's new and up and coming and everything. So we're going to be doing like a full face tutorial on some new products and some I just haven't tried before. If you guys are interested in watching, please do. Also, if you're new here, my name is Jessie Lee. Welcome to my channel. If you like videos like this, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, let's get into the video. I do apologize if you hear any noise in the background. I have neighbors upstairs and there's no insulation whatsoever, so it's very, very loud at times. I also have a cold, so my voice is a little bit raspy, so I also apologize for that. But anyways, all right, so first things first, I picked up the new Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer with age-defying actives. It is a little bit more expensive for a drugstore, but the packaging is like very luxurious. It doesn't have like a color or anything. It just says that it's in the color Glow. So let's take a look. So I'm gonna give it a good shake. Apply this with my Morphe Y6. This is a really great foundation brush. You can also use it for primers as well. Okay, so I can see a bit of a glow here already. My skin's been really bad, so I do apologize for the hideousness that is my face. So it smells really nice and natural. Not much of a scent to it. It definitely is very glowy. I don't know if you guys can see. This definitely does not fill in my pores by any means. Just gonna add a little more. It doesn't say it's supposed to, but typically I look for that in a primer. Just have to pass on that for today. I'm loving the glow, wow. I am shining, 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 shining. It doesn't leave any tackiness, but it really does make my face shine. So let's see if the foundation shows through the shine. Next up, we have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This also claims to have a brightening complex. It's also for all skin types. So I got the color LC1. So I believe this is like the cool, fair color. So light, cool one. Let's get into the foundation. Okay, so that's awesome. I love this. Look at the size of that doe foot applicator. That's awesome. I don't know if you guys ever notice this, but sometimes foundations smell like paint. Noticing that with this, it is faint, but it does smell a little bit like paint. All right, let's get into it. Looks like a good color. Now I will say this, I do have to dunk in the applicator a little bit more than I'd like to. Blending out really nicely. I'm just gonna add a little more on the areas that I need a little bit more coverage. I don't typically blend my makeup with a brush. I like to use the Beauty Blender, but this is looking really, really nice with the brush. Like almost to the point where I don't even have to finish it up with the Beauty Blender, like it's just blending in that nicely. And I don't know about you guys, but the glow is definitely showing through the foundation, which I'm loving. And it doesn't really seem to be like emphasizing any texture on my face. Okay, guys. So this is what the foundation looks like. I've got to say, I'm very impressed. It looks very natural, and considering the fact that I put a glowing primer underneath it, I kind of expected it to look a little bit more textured, but it looks really, really good. I'm so sorry about my voice, guys. I probably am just driving you nuts with the sound of it. I'm very sorry. Okay, guys, so next up for concealer, I picked up the Lasting Finish by Rimmel, the breathable concealer. I didn't realize when I was in the store, but it's lightweight to medium coverage. So that's not typically what I go for, but My bags aren't too bad today, so it'll be fine. So this says long-lasting, breathable concealer with medium coverage. Helps to conceal imperfections. Cushion applicator allows for perfect blendability and touch-ups on the go. So this is what it looks like. Kind of like a little ball at the end of it. I'm going to try it with the applicator it comes with first to see how well it performs. And then we'll go ahead with a brush if I need to. I'm gonna dab dots on my face. So this is the color Fair. Already I can see that it's, okay, well, Fair, this is a little dark for Fair, first of all. Second of all, I don't know who they're fooling with the fact that they think you can blend this with this little applicator. I'm going to use my beauty blender on one side to blend out the concealer, and then I'm going to use a brush for the other side. It's blending out really nicely. I'm going to use a brush to blend in the other side. I'm going to blend the rest out with my beauty blender. Really blending nicely. I'm just going to add some more. I'll say this, this shade is not fair enough for me, for my taste. Sometimes I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, I believe, and that's literally white. Like, that's the kind of brightening concealer I want. Okay, so this is what my face looks like so far. I would have to say, overall, this looks really, really nice, really natural. The glow from the illuminating primer has now disappeared for the most part, but that's to be expected. I haven't really seen a lot of illuminating primers last through all the foundation and concealer, but it did last a pretty good time. I gotta say, I really like this. If I added maybe one more layer, I can almost guarantee it would probably show through the foundation and concealer. So next up, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon in the color Reserve Your Cabana. So I have used this once or twice. I did really like it. However, I didn't put it on a video yet. I want to show you guys how it looks. What it does, it's part of their like bronzer line. Notice that it's very brightening and it kind of leaves like this nice sheen. So I've been using it to kind of set my under eyes and to set my concealer with. So yeah, I'm going to do that on camera now just so you guys can see how it performs. It's really, really nice. Do you see how it gives that shine? I really love it. I think it's so great. Basically obsessed with it. Okay guys, next up is bronzer. So I did finally get my hands on the Butter Bronzer in the color Bronzer. I had the color Light Bronzer for so long and I loved it, but it was a little too warm for me. So I did pick it up in the color Bronzer. I did use it. I love it a lot. This video isn't necessarily supposed to be first impressions, but anyways, let's move on. So I'm going to use this to contour today because I don't have any other drugstore contour that I picked up. So pretty. Ugh. My little baby hairs. All right, so far so good. And of course it has that beautiful tropical scent that I can't live without. Oh, so good. So next we're gonna do the eyes. What I picked up for the eyes, I've had this for a little while and I have not filmed with it. I have not used it. I did a couple swatches with it. This is the After Hours by ColourPop. So what this is a SuperShock shadow collection. This one is super hardcore. It's this beautiful kind of like soft pale gold. So the next one is DGAF. It's burgundy brown with a green shift. Then we have Wattles, satiny like pale brown almost with a bit of a pink undertone. Then we have Drift, which is a beautiful cranberry metallic color. Next up is Sailor, and it's a beautiful champagne color with a pink and green shift. And then last but not least, We have Amaze, which is like a beautiful rose gold color. So stunning. These shadows are so beautiful. Waiting for so long to do a tutorial with these. So my only issue is that they're all kind of like shimmers, so I don't really know what look I'm gonna do. Well, it doesn't really come with any like shades to put all over the lid, or like in my last video I used the Essence I Love Color Intensifying eyeshadow primer, so I'm gonna use this again. I really liked it. I didn't pick up a new one because I didn't really see one that I wanted, so we're gonna go on with this one. Put a couple dots. I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender to blend these out, to blend this out. Transition shade. So I'm gonna go in with an Annabelle, a little pink like pot of Annabelle shadow, and this is just like a stark white color. I'm gonna use this all over my lid. So I'm gonna go in with my same brush, and I'm gonna go into the color Wattles, which is that kind of sheeny color. I don't typically go for like a sheen in my crease, but we're gonna do it for the sake of the video. That's really pretty. It's blending really nicely. Well, this has no name, oddly enough, but this is Annabelle Matte, so it's just like a chocolate brown color. I'm gonna use that to add some depth to my eyes because there aren't really much to work with in the actual palette. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that. And then I'm gonna go in with my other brush and blend that. I'm gonna go in with the same brown color and apply it to my crease. Color Wattles with another brush, and I'm going to merge those together. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the color Amaze, and I'm gonna use that to create my halo eye. So I'm gonna go in with my finger and just apply this to the outer corner in tapping motions. And then on the inner corner. These shadows are extremely creamy. It's really nice. Then I'm gonna go back in with that same brush, blend the top out. Then I'm gonna go into the color Super Hardcore, and I'm gonna apply that onto the center of my eyelid using my finger. I'm gonna go back in with the brown, add a little more to the crease. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush and use that to buff out the edges. Okay guys, next up I'm going to be applying mascara. I'm not going to do fake lashes today because I think this look is subtle and I like it like that. So we're just going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess, my absolute favorite mascara in the whole wide world. Next up, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Blush Trio. This is the collab with Kate Moss. I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I gave you guys a little teaser of swatches on Instagram the other day. But this is what it looks like. So it's kind of got like a lighter peachy pink, a deeper peachy pink with a slight gold shimmer. And then the middle is like a very shimmery, like, it's almost like a highlighter, but it's just like a very glittery, sheeny blush, and it is stunning. I don't know how this is going to perform on the skin, so let's start with the lightest shade and work our way up. Yeah, that's got a really nice sheen to it. Cool. I'm gonna go in with like this pink gold shifty blush and see how that looks. Because honestly, it's so beautiful. I'm just dying to try it. Might look crazy, but it's totally worth it. So yeah, that's very, very pink, but it is also very beautiful. And I love the fact that this palette, this trio, is good for like not all skin types, but it does kind of have the option for like light to medium skin tones because there are different shades to it. So I really, really like it. I do realize my cheeks are really red, so I'm gonna buff it out just a little bit, just so I don't look too insane. Right? Next up, we have the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the color Rose Gold. I've been dying to try this. I finally got my hands on it. So this is what we're gonna be using today to highlight. I'm just gonna go in with my little baby Morphe fan brush, tap that in, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Oh yes, baby. Glow, baby, glow. So it's not as like bam in your face as some of the other ones I've used. So there's that, but it is very, okay, there we go. There we go. I guess I just had to work it in a little bit. So pretty. Loving it. God, these Maybelline highlighters are just so good. They never let me down. I'm just gonna add a little bit of shadow to the bottom lash line and finish that. Going in with the color Wattles again. And then I'm gonna go back in with Amaze. And I'm gonna apply that to the inner corner. I really hope you guys can't hear my neighbors upstairs. We're gonna apply our lips. So I picked up the Physicians Formula Healthy Lips. These look so beautiful. So I got the color Red Restorative Effects and the color All Natural Nude. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with the color All Natural Nude. I think the red would clash a little bit too much with this look. The formula is so creamy. Setting spray today, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Make It Last. I've talked to you guys about this before. It's a really, really great setting spray. Sometimes these videos kind of end up, I look crazy because I'm testing out new products that I've never used. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna zoom you guys back out and I'm gonna give you my final thought. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I had so much fun filming it. I love trying new products, especially from the drugstore. It's really fun because you never know if you're gonna find like a really awesome product for super cheap. Today, everything was really, really nice in my opinion. I absolutely loved the foundation and the primer by Physicians Formula. I think it's such a good quality for the price. The packaging is stunning. They really hit the nail on the head with this stuff. As well, the healthy lips, these feel so nice. They really do have a satiny finish and I'm living for them. I know they have a lot of different colors, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. Physicians Formula so far for me is a win-win-win all around, loving their products. The shadows worked out really nicely. They're a little more subtle than I thought. Mind you, I kind of chose like more subtle colors, but those are really nice. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.